We'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will be first on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Rudolph. Right on the money. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's busted. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using the quick game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on a roll early.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really wrap.
Touchdown! The short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Douglas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front.
Turning it on! And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Bueno. Bringing the heat. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The give to the single back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of
job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Rudolph. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
And the Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man. It's Rudolph. And the quarterback hauled up to the red, sacked at the 12.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas.
There we go. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Bueno. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He turns it loose to the left. They're just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff in the ground.
Off play action. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The running back has it. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Scanning the field, it's Bueno. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Bueno. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Big noise in the big house with his huge 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Zings it complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bueno. Now improvising. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flips it out on the screen. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's Rudolph. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Takes the handoff and he's going right.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic.
Brings him to the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they've been burned twice. They were 0 for 2 on 4th downs. They finally get the 4th down conversion. Tell you what, I'm going for it on 4th down a lot, too. It's apparently a part of their game plan. But I guess it's nice when they finally get a conversion.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Bueno. Fires to the right. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's busted. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Here we go. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To throw, it's Rudolph. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's busted. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Bueno. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rolling right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Bueno. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Brings up second down. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rudolph. Working that left side.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Douglas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always.
There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
That's my backup. That boy got 2 for 73 in the touchdown. Ooh.
Lining up to add another.
He said, put me in, coach.
And with the extra point, they push the lead
Put
out
me
a
in.
little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this off...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Rudolph. He'll take another shot here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Red pass hits complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire with the catch. It's busted. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bueno. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. To the air, it's Rudolph. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Boilermakers are rolling down the field. Lost a throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wants to throw. It's Rudolph. Turns it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it, fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
To the air. It's Rudolph. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to barge in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bueno. He's got him. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their 8+ game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And for a quick update, let's go to... in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They are up by 7 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Rudolph. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's hauled in at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Gonna look downfield again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Rudolph. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.